So today I want to talk about manifesting and creating your own reality. And I want to talk about a few examples from my own life to show you how I've created and manifested and call myself the manifesting queen and why. So I have several examples and I just picked a few because I have so many in my life. It's not even funny. But years ago, I really had my heart set on this particular school for my son. And it was literally on a lagoon, beautiful. The teachers were amazing. It was just the perfect school for my son. And I went to the school, and I remember that the director said, I'm so sorry, but we have no openings for next year. And I said, oh, okay, well, you will have an opening. I said, for my son, just trust me on that. And she started laughing and probably thought this woman's crazy. And she was like, okay, thank you, bye. But no, everybody has confirmed, everyone is enrolled and okay, but whatever. And I said, oh no, there will be a spot for my son. Not exaggerating. The very next day, she calls me and she says, Connie, you will never believe. And I said, of course I believe. I told you. I know about these things. I said, I told you that there would be a spot. I knew it. And so the thing for me when it comes to manifesting is not listening to the negative Nellies, not listening. And this woman is amazing, wonderful. She actually became a dear friend. So I'm talking about in general, not listening to the negative Nellies who will say, no, this is impossible. This will never happen. Remember, you create your own reality. Remember this. So when people say no to me, I say in my mind, no, I'm creating the reality. You don't get to tell me my reality. I'm going to create my own reality. For example, this just happened recently where I use points for my to travel often, and I sometimes have my credit cards help me with flights and all that stuff. And I have been looking myself a little bit, but then I called to just get some help and um, to find the perfect flights that I wanted. And so I had seen that for the amount of points that I wanted to use, I had to pay out of pocket $1,000, which I was completely fine with. So I called so that they could help me. And the woman did exactly what I had done. And she said, okay, so it's with the points that you want to use, you have to pay $6,000 out of pocket, which, in the span of 10 minutes was a huge difference. And so in my head, again, I was like, nope. And I even asked her, can you just check? Like, did you do this correctly? She checked. She's like reading it. And it's the exact itinerary that I had looked at 10 minutes before. And so I said in my mind, nope, that's not going to happen. So while she's on the phone, I'm looking at the tickets and I go to check out, put the amount of points that I want to use, and it comes out even less. It was like 1,000, maybe 200 before. And this now it was like just 1,000, like $1,020 or something like that. And so it was even less than before. And when I said, can you please look at my cart and see, are you seeing what I'm seeing? And she did. And she's like, how did you do that? I literally have the same one on my end and we're looking at the same thing. How did you do that? And I'm like, I know about these things. I know how to manifest. And so, and just one more, this also happened recently. I mean, again, I could give you so many stories. It's so fun at this point to do this, right? Where I had to see a doctor specialist, and he happens to be the best specialist in Palermo, where I live, number one. And so I called, but I needed him pretty urgently because I had this issue that I wanted to resolve right away. And so I called and I said, "Hi, I really want to meet with Doctor blah blah blah, and right away because I need to see him." And the person on the other line, very nice, very friendly, said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, madam, but it's impossible. We're looking at 2 months from now. He is the most wanted doctor in all of Palermo. It's not going to happen. And I said, in my mind, I was like, not going to happen. Again, you don't listen to the story that people are telling you. You create your own story. So my head right away, I thought, nope, not going to happen. I said, well, can I be on some waiting list just in case somebody cancels? He goes, sure, but I'm sorry to tell you this, but no one cancels. They all confirm way ahead of time. We confirm all the appointments. It's not going to happen. But sure, I'll put you on a waiting list. But I'm so sorry. It's just, I don't think it's going to happen. I said, that's fine. Don't worry. Just put me on the waiting list. Again, I'm not exaggerating. The following day, it's not even like a week later, 2 weeks later, the following day, he calls. And this was like a Friday. And he said, we have an opening on Monday. I said, perfect. It was like at 6 a.m. So that's the other thing. You have to be very specific with your request because I should have said after 11 a.m., 6 a.m., but I was there. Trust me, 6 a.m., I woke up and I was there. So be very specific and just say, no, I know that I create my own reality and I appreciate what you're saying. You can do this in your head. You don't have to tell them. But this is what I am, this is what I'm creating, this is what I want, or something better. So I always say, or something better, because you never know. The universe can be doing something even more incredible for you. There could be a reason for the stop, or for, whatever. There might be an even better school. There might be whatever it is. So you always say, or something better. This or something better. I just thought of another one, which was really fun. I had been working on manifesting my dream home here in Italy. And I was very specific on everything that I wanted. I wanted a 2-story home by the beach. I wanted this amount of bedrooms, everything that I wanted. It was very specific, and a beautiful garden and all that jazz. And so I found a home that matched that description. So I came to see it and I fell in love instantly. I knew this was the home. I knew it. I was like, this is my home. And so it had so much light. It was so bright. It has big, beautiful windows everywhere. So all this beautiful light comes in. And I need that. That's something that I really need. And it was big and beautiful. And the agent who was showing me the house, I don't know what he was saying, but at one point I said, okay, well, when I move into this house, these are the changes that I want to make. And this was, he had just met me. He had just shown me the house for the first time. And he's looking at me and he goes, and he laughs and he goes, how do you know this is going to be your house? I mean, like, I have to show it to so many other people. There's a huge list of people who want to see this house because the area is very exclusive and the area is very hard to get into, right? And so houses don't pop up in this particular area. So he's like, I have a huge list. He's like, and I go, oh, I know this is going to be my house. I'm moving in here. And I literally, like, I usually don't get so crazy when I tell people. I only feel like I usually keep it in my head. But for whatever reason, that day I was like, oh no, I'm moving in this house. This house is mine. And he laughed, and guess who's living in the house? It's my house, my office, my house. Yes. So with that said, what I do again is I'm very clear on what I want. And I don't listen to other people's story. This is very important. This is for anything. When that doctor says you are sick, you are unwell, there is no cure or whatever. Thank you for that story. But I choose a different story. Just say it in your head. Say it in your head. No, I am healthy. I am well. Or when they say no, this school, I'm sorry, it's completely packed. There are no openings. Thank you. Tomorrow, something will open up for me. Thank you very much. No, this house, I'm sorry. There are other buyers. Remember that the law of attraction, if it's in your highest interest, it's yours. It's going to be yours. If you are a match, It will be yours. I promise you. No matter what, even if other people are interested in the house, which I know that there were people who were interested in the house, but they weren't a match. I was a perfect match with this house, or I wouldn't be here, right? My son was a match with the school. The other little boy wasn't, and probably went to a school that was even better for him, right? The other people probably went to houses that were a better fit for them, right? And, and who knows what kind of house, you know? And so just know that there is a match and that there is order, and the universe knows who to match what with. So you just have to trust that. You have to trust and say, thank you, God. I have faith. Thank you, God. Thank you. Say thank you all day long. Thank you. Thank you. I have faith. I trust. I trust this or something better. And then write it down. You should see my list every night that I read. It's really long, but it's very detailed and very specific, or something better at the end. I have my positive affirmations, and I visualize what I want. And that's one of the most important parts. Again, I always say this: vibration, matching the vibration. So not just reading a list, but feeling, what would it feel like once this does happen? What does it feel like to receive that call and them saying, we do have an opening for this dream school that you have for your son? It was a dream school for me. And it turned out he was there for 2 years. It was amazing, like amazing, 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 right? How would it feel? It would feel amazing. It would feel great, right? How would it feel when they call and you said, yeah, you got the house? I mean, I started before any of that. I already started picking out everything, the kitchen that I wanted, the furniture that I want. I started picking everything out. I was like, oh no, this is my house. So like, and that's what I did. And so celebrate as if it's already yours. And then if for whatever reason it is not yours, then trust. This is the picky part. I know it can get a little disheartening and um, maybe stressful that you wanted something so bad and it didn't happen. But this is the magic. Always trust that it's because something better is coming. So you go in life trusting. Thank you, God, I trust. Thank you, God, I trust. Thank you, God, I trust. You're just trusting that everything is going to work out for you. Even when things seem bad, and I get that it's hard. I've been through my fair share of really intense challenges. But even those intense challenges, from those, there are blessings. There's magic that comes from that. All you have to do is pay attention. All you have to do is just get in that state of gratitude and say, okay, God, this is hard right now. Maybe I broke up with who I thought was my partner for life, the love of my life. That happened to me. I broke up with who I thought I was going to marry, and with a man that I had been engaged with. And it was very painful for me, very, very painful. I remember crying my eyes out, thinking, oh my gosh, this is so painful. But then God brings you your true soulmate. So trust that your true soulmate is out there right now looking for you. Don't look at the past. The past is gone. Trust. And that's how, when you get into that vibration, that's how things come faster to you. If you stay in that negative vibration, if you stay in that vibration of anger, depression, hurt, why me? How could you do this? Then it's much harder to manifest from that negative space. Instead, if you're like, okay, that wasn't exactly what I expected, that wasn't exactly what I had envisioned, but I trust you, God. But I trust you, universe. I trust that something better is coming, that something more magical that I could never have even dreamed of, that I didn't even think about, is coming. I know it is. So thank you, God. And whenever anything negative happens, train your brain to go, this seems negative. I wonder what amazing thing is going to happen from this. This doesn't seem good. I bet you it's going to be amazing. Once you train your brain to do that, I've trained my brain to do that, and life is so much more magical because you're not phased the way, like before, obviously, anything negative would be like a complete disruption, right? And now it's like something negative happens, and I go, I wonder what amazing thing is going to come from this. And so it's not the easiest thing initially, but then it becomes easier and easier because you see more evidence of that. You see the truth. You see how that does happen, where something might seem negative and then it turns out to be one of the biggest blessings of your life. So start paying attention to your life before, and you'll see, I'm sure, plenty of evidence of this. And from now on, do that. Just pause and say, what beautiful thing can come from this? I hope this was useful. Please, please, please subscribe. And as always, I love for you to send me messages if this video was useful for you. I love that. I love hearing from you. And do not forget that I have a retreat coming up September 7th. 2024, in case this video is seen later, 2024, September 7th, in beautiful Ojai, one of my favorite places on earth. And we're going to talk about beautiful, yummy, delicious topics like abundance and manifesting the life and career of your dreams and law of attraction, living your life's purpose, all of this and more. We're going to have meditations and a healthy vegan lunch surrounded by beauty. If you haven't been to Ojai, it's such a magical place with a female energy vortex. It's amazing. So please, 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 if you want to know more about it, I will post some information here, and you can always reach me and send me a private message. I'm all over social media, Connie Costa. And so I hope to connect with you, and I hope you enjoyed this. Ciao.